Welcome to Into the Writer's Cave, the show where we chat with fun and fabulous authors. I'm your host, Patricia Sargent, but today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to turn the tables so that I'm in the hot seat and a guest host is going to interview me. I'm really fortunate that my brother, Gideon, is able to join us today to be our guest host. Welcome, Gideon.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm so glad that you're able to join us. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, very much so. I'm going to put you in the hot seat.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get started.
Okay. Let's transition a little bit here because we've been talking about your sports romances. Let's transition into your mystery series.
Oh.
And what similarities do you have when you're writing the characters and the plot and how you break down and develop your story? What similarities and differences are there when you're writing in the different genres?
Oh, that's a great question. I manage the story development in pretty much the same way. You have your main character, your main protagonist, their goal, their motivation, and their conflict. So when I'm developing my stories, my characters come to me first, because to me, the character is the story. If your character is not a strong, well-developed character with identifiable and strong goals, motivations, and conflicts, you're not going to have a story. So I always approach the development of the story the same way. Who is my protagonist? What do they want? Why do they want it? And what's keeping them from getting it? In the case of romance, it's often something like, for the internal goal, my character, if you take You Belong to Me, for example, my character wants to help her cousin with her medical bills. Her motivation for this is her love for her cousin. She needs to raise some money, or her cousin won't be able to get her surgery. The problem is, the only production company that will take her book and buy the film rights for her book is a production company owned by her ex-husband. That's the conflict. So she goes into this arrangement with her ex-husband, and it puts them in close proximity with each other. Now, if you switch over to the mystery, my Sister Lou mystery series, the first book is Mayhem and Mass. And in that book, my heroine, Sister Lou, who is an amateur sleuth, a Catholic sister, not a nun because nuns are cloistered, she wants to find the person who killed her friend. Her motivation is she wants justice for her friend. The conflict is they suspect someone in her congregation is the killer. So she has to now start her own investigation to prove that no one in her congregation did this, and also to get justice for her friend. So it always starts with the character.
I'm curious when you're writing the stories, because you often hear actors say, man, sometimes it's so great to play the villain because there's no boundaries when you're the villain. Everything goes. Whereas when you're the good guy and the hero in the story, there's boundaries and limitations on, what will be socially acceptable, and, the character has morals. Do you find that in your writing also? when you're writing the villain in the story, you get to just feel free and think about all the wrongs in your own life and the lives of your loved ones, and put all of those things into the character and just get it out there?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Every resentment makes it into the page. And it's really interesting that you bring up what the actors say, because it's true. There really aren't very many boundaries when you're writing the villain. You can be as mean and uncalled for as you want to be, as insensitive and just unfeeling as you want to be. And sometimes in my basketball series, the first season, a reader emailed me. There's a scene in the book where the team gets on the bus to go to the airport. They had an away game and now they're going back to Brooklyn. And a reader emailed me and said, I was so hoping that you would have the villain run over by the bus. They get really into it. There's a character in my Sister Lou mysteries. She's not meant to be a villain. She's a foil for Sister Lou. I like to put mirror characters in my stories. And by mirror characters, I mean you have the main protagonist. And the protagonist could be very insecure. And then he or she has a friend who's very confident. And you see the two of them, they emphasize each other's confidence versus insecurity. Sister Mariana, I consider her to be a foil for Sister Lou, because Sister Lou is kindness and love and patience. And Sister Mariana, she's not that kind. She's very impatient. And she loves you in a different kind of way, in a very corrective way. Whereas Sister Lou is like, oh, have a cookie, you'll feel better. Sister Mariana is, did you earn that cookie?
Do you know how many calories are in that cookie? You know how much exercise you're going to have to do to burn off that cookie?
That's Sister Mariana. Do you deserve the cookie? But readers don't like Sister Mariana at all. They want her to be thrown in jail.
So it sounds like writing is as therapeutic for you as reading is for your audience.
Oh, I would hope so. I would hope that they can relax and get away from some of their tensions through the stories.
What are your other interests?
In addition to writing?
Yes.
Well, of course, I love to read. I love movies. I love to sit and watch movies and like diagram them in my mind. Like, this is the inciting moment. And this is like when you when you cross the first threshold, and we're heading toward the dark moment in the story. I love to do that. So I could watch the same movie over and over again. And even though I complain about it, I do like to exercise. Yes.
Ah. We've spoken about sports, romances, and mysteries. Are there any other genres that you're interested in?
Yes. I love romance. And I think that I'll always have some element of romance in everything that I write, including the mysteries. But I really do still want to publish a couple of science fiction fantasy novels. I've written some stories that there's one series that I wrote the first book. I wrote the first book of one series that I'm hoping will be a trilogy. and it takes place in another galaxy. And I really love that story. The theme of that trilogy is that time is cyclical, history is cyclical. And what you do over here will reverberate down the line. And if you don't pay attention to your history, you are bound to repeat those mistakes. I love that theme, and I like the way that the trilogy could help me illustrate that. So science fiction, fantasy, time travel, paranormal, I'd like to write those.
So now I'm going to put you in my version of the hot seat, because right now we've been having this dialogue, but now I'm just going to throw some scenarios at you.
Okay.
And you tell me which one you like more. Ebook or physical book?
Physical. I like to turn the pages.
Matinee or midnight release?
Matinee is less expensive.
Well, if money wasn't an issue.
Matinee, because I like the scary movies and I don't want to have to leave the theater in the dark.
Sports romance or mystery?
Oh, unfair. Sports romance with a mystery.
Atlanta in July or Boston in January?
Oh my God. I think maybe Boston in January, because I could put on an extra sweater.
See, that's from living in Ohio. So let's talk about how your readers could get in touch with you. Tell us all your social media contacts and how people could reach you and voice their opinions and just find out about your upcoming releases and projects you're working on.
Oh, thank you for asking that question. The best way to keep up with my upcoming releases and events would be to subscribe to my e-newsletter. And you could do that by going on my website, patriciasargent.com. Once you're on my website, you'll get a pop-up that invites you to either subscribe to my e-newsletter or click out and just explore the website. I'm also on Twitter at Books by Patricia, and on Facebook as at author Patricia Sargent. And I'm on BookBub and Goodreads too. But you can get all of those links on my website, patriciasargent.com.
Any final words for your viewers?
Oh, I just want to say a huge and heartfelt thank you to all of my readers who have kept me lifted and encouraged throughout my career. It's sometimes being in the writer's cave can get a little lonely and a little stressful, but your encouragement always lifts me up. And for readers who may not have tried my books yet, I hope you do visit patriciasargent.com and take a look around. You might find something that interests you.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Gideon. I really appreciate your doing this guest hosting gig with me.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure.
Oh, it was a lot of fun for me. And to the readers, thank you so much for tuning into the Writer's Cave. I hope that you'll come back and check out some of our other episodes. Until then, happy reading.